make it rain on the free agents, but responsibly, this season. Reports have emerged this week that the Cincinnati Bengals are planning to part ways with veteran left tackle / guard Cordy Glenn. Just like every free agent, every draft prospect, the Vikings need to sign / draft player XYZ, and the Vikings, who are in a pretty meh cap situation, should still definitely be in on Cordy Glenn for a couple reasons. So some background on him. Cordy Glenn, 6'6", 345-pound left tackle / left guard, originally drafted in the second round, number 41 overall. That's the Dalvin Cook pick by the Buffalo Bills of Western New York. Nailed it. Was their starting left tackle for 6 seasons. Played well enough, especially in 2015, and he inked up a 5-year, $60 million deal with them in the 2016 offseason. Like we said, in 2015, the year before he signed that big-time deal, he was the 5th highest-graded PFF left tackle in terms of pass protection, behind only Joe Thomas, Tyron Smith, Trent Williams, and Terron Armstead. Maybe you've heard of them. Pretty decent, right? Eventually, as the Bills had a regime change and were sort of just cleaning house a little bit, they eventually traded him to the Cincinnati Bengals as part of a move-up, draft pick swap, blah, 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 stuff that went on in the 2018 draft. Ended up Cincinnati, started 13 games for them at left tackle that season. And then in 2019, after the Bengals drafted Jonah Williams, it was projected that he was going to move to left guard, except then he had a concussion, didn't play till later on in the season, also was suspended for a game, but again, I chalk that more up to #Cincinnati as opposed to being on Cordy Glenn. And, of course, Jonah Williams tore his labrum before the season even started, so they put Cordy Glenn back out at left tackle. Downside, last couple years have been relatively injury-prone. Foot and ankle injuries ended his time in Buffalo. The aforementioned concussion held him out of the bulk of 2019. Also, he hasn't played a full 16-game schedule since 2015, so... Also, downside is his age. Just turned 31 in September. Best days are certainly behind them, but also he is when he is on the field, is playing at a competent starting NFL left tackle level, and also I think he can contribute at left guard. So the upside. Let's get to the upside parts. I think he's going to be cheap. I think he's going to be relatively cheap because of all those aforementioned reasons, because of the injuries the last couple of years as well as age. I think he'll probably ink up somewhere on a cheap, incentive-laden 1-year prove-it deal where if he stays fully healthy, he plays at a high level. Again, I think he could set himself up for a nice little payday somewhere else. So, why not here? Question mark. And also, here we go. He does have familiarity with Rick Dennison, as they're both in Buffalo in 2017, where Rick was the OC. So, connections, chemistry there. And if they did sign up Cordy Glenn, I think it would give the Vikings some flexibility. They could let go of Rashad Hill. I'd much prefer Cordy Glenn as that swing backup tackle, as well as he could start at left guard in a pinch. And frankly, I wouldn't mind him as your starting left tackle short term if the Vikings did decide to part ways with Riley Reiff, free up $8.8 million in cap, and say that they draft a left tackle of the future, but they want to start him at a year for left guard, have the rookie at left guard, play Cordy Glenn at left tackle, or they do draft a guard, like the Ohio State kid, start him at left guard, put Glenn out at left tackle. And it's fine because, like we said, Cordy Glenn in the mix would give the Vikings flexibility to go BPA instead of strictly drafting for O-tackle. So if it's guard, it's a guard. If it's tackle, it's a tackle. You can play him at guard. You play Cordy Glenn at guard. You can do whatever you want. But bottom line, I think Cordy Glenn would be a low-risk, decent return veteran. It gives the Vikings some flexibility up front. Would not break the bank in the tenuous cap situation. And I think it's a pretty decent shot. Or screw it, just bring back Andre Smith as well as Jake Long, because why not at this point? But your thoughts, Cordy Glenn, suiting up in purple, let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, bullets on the Venmo, plus give us a follow on social media as well. Until next time, Skull, production value.